Hi, Leos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my sun, moon, rising in Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Today, we're going to ask our spirit guides what's next in love, what's coming your way, maybe thoughts of somebody that's on your mind, whatever spirit wants to share with me, and the cards and the messages. So, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new to my channel. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages for my Leos today. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to know and hear? I am listening for you now. I have their regrets, letting the regrets go. You can see. I'm going to say someone has regrets. There could be somebody else out there thinking of you that is definitely regretting their actions. So doesn't mean they're coming back, but could be somebody out there. I have trust the universe. Absolutely. Look, that big, beautiful sun, that Leo energy there. I have a second option. All right. You're not an option. Okay. You're your first choice and you're not door number two. All right. So maybe they, I'm going to say they chose the wrong one. Okay. And I think that spirit needs you to know that you may have questioned, like, why are they with somebody else? Why didn't they choose me? What was wrong with me? No, they chose the wrong one. I have lessons are being taught. They're being taught to you. They're being taught to them. And we will overcome this. So I'm going to tag this as a no contact, only because I have a lot of energy around the regret. That just felt like we will overcome, whatever we're going through. We will overcome, what we just went through, something like that. So no contact if you're not interested in your past or an ex. This reading isn't going to be for you. Check out your playlist. Check out your collective love readings that are launched every day. There will be a reading there for you. Spirit, please share with me. Tell me about someone regrets. They chose the wrong one. Temperance. King of Wands. I have a devil. And I have a Hierophant. I feel that maybe it was a wrong decision. The devil's coming into me as I was tempted. I could have been I don't know, short-term affair, something like that. It could have been, it was just exciting in the moment, but then I feel like the shit hit the fan after that. And I do feel like for them, they didn't realize the crazy or the chaos that was going to happen. It was almost like, what did I get into? And part of me feels like they had a good thing going with you. They had peace, they had a life, they had security, they had you guys had a thing going, it worked. And then all of a sudden, they're kind of tempted by another. And they took the wrong path. It's really about that. I have a Page of Swords. I have a King of Pentacles. I have a Five of Cups. They want to talk. I feel that they want to talk. That the Page of Swords came into me as an apology. We will overcome. We will overcome, kind of this thing. And it starts with an apology. It starts with, I was wrong, they're saying. And maybe that's what you need to hear. Maybe that's, are they going to be strong enough to come forward and say, I know I hurt you. I know we need to rebuild. I let other things influence me. I let my work, money, life, an escape influence me. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have a Seven of Wands. So there's a sense of fighting for you. I do feel like they're realizing that They had a good thing. I do feel like I will fight for you. We will overcome this. And there is a sense of an apology. I was wrong. We will fight. I will fight for you. I do feel, I hate to say they're going to take a lot of the responsibility because it takes two, but I do feel like in this case, they take a lot of the responsibility. Like you didn't deserve any of this. I really was selfish. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Pisces energy, Princess of Waters. Within the next 6 to 9 months, can we repair the damage in the next 6 to 9 months, Spirit? Yes, I believe. Okay, there's a higher purpose. I've been praying for this. I've been praying that you kind of woke up to that, you went down the wrong path. I chose the wrong path. I have a Libra, King of Air. There's a sense of we need to talk. All right. So I do feel like the truth comes out. I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to say a truthful moment. I'm going to say it that way. Maybe it's filled with tears. Maybe it's hugs. Maybe it's, I just needed you to come and talk to me. I needed to hear it from your mouth. I'm an Aquarius. We need to talk. Here's the King of Air, Queen of Air, just getting it out in the system here. Libra energy, legal matters. We could be trying to repair, for some of you, we could be trying to repair a marriage. We could be engaged. We're throwing away plans for a future, kind of what's going on with, our future. So we could have been talking about those things. I have a Taurus, provider, security, stable. You've lost faith in this person. There's a sense of, how am I ever going to trust you again? Or how am I going to believe that you're going to be dependable again? There's a lot of people that go down the wrong path and then they realize that that didn't make them happy. It made it worse. 11:11 on the clock. So I'll take that angel number as well. I have an Emperor and Aries, protected, action. This sense of I need to take action. So I feel like they're going to swallow their pride. Spirit just said it's going to take a lot for them, but I do feel like they are going to admit that they just have a lot of regrets for how they treated you, how all of this has unfolded, how all this kind of pain has been happening around us, because it's affected more than one person. I have a King of Pentacles. I have an Eight of Cups. I have a Page of Pentacles. And I have a Lover's card. So the walking away is very, very difficult. It was like the hardest thing I've ever done. And this feeling of, I want you to feel secure, but I feel like I need to start all over again with making you feel secure. So it's more of a, I will rebuild your trust. I like the Lover's card, that I haven't forgotten that you're very important to me, or I never stopped loving you. Can we have a relationship with somebody else and still be in love with somebody? Yes. We're human. We can have mixed feelings. We can have mixed emotions. We can have affairs and want what we had back. So, a lot of things can happen because we're human. So it's going to be up to the two of you to decide, can we make it work? I have a Six of Pentacles. I have a Fool. And I have a Hermit. So this person isn't enjoying being alone. They're probably not with the person that they chose over you. That has probably ended. So they're going back and forth with this sense of, can we make this work again? And I think that's going to be the question to you. It's, would you ever forgive me? I think that's more important. But could we make this work again? Please forgive me. But what's changed is they've removed the interference. Okay, whatever the interference was, it was obvious. I feel like it was a person. So it could be they've removed that person from their life. It was turned into, it took away their peace of mind. I'll tell you that. That person could have caused a lot of chaos in their life and really turned their life upside down in some way. I have forgiveness. Allow forgiveness to heal the wounds of the heart and restoring love's trust. We have to rebuild. We have to rebuild this trust, a sense of history. You could have a long history with this person, and there's too much at stake to throw it away. We could have been married. We could have children together. We could have a home together. There's too much at stake to possibly not give this person a second chance because we have a long history. There's a sense of, I don't want to walk away from how much time and energy we have into this. So you've been, it could be just another chapter in your life that this happened and we figured it out, and we what did they say? We will overcome this. A healing heart, healing of the heart begins with forgiveness. So we're both going to forgive. There's a sense of, we've got to start with forgiveness. We've got to start with that apology. So that feels encouraging. Learning the language of each other's and communicating the depths of the soul. You know this person better than you know yourself. I feel like there's a strong family energy around this. Some of you could have a family or a child with this person. So there's a lot more at stake than just, kicking you to the curb. It's there's a lot of strings attached to it, or it's just not that easy to walk away. I have a 10 of Swords. I have a Knight of Cups. I have a 10 of Wands. And I have a 9 of Cups. Can we change? Yes. There's a sense of something has ended. I would say that whatever was going on with somebody else has definitely ended. And that was the starting point. The next thing that happens is we can fall in love again. We can be happy again. And that's what we're going to talk about. Like I never stopped loving you through all of this, and we can find our way back to each other. So there's a part of me that says, I want that as well. I have an Empress. I feel like some of you have a child together, so that could be the glue that's holding you together. I have an eight of Cups, and I have a Wheel of Fortune. So why would I walk away from the best thing that's ever happened to me? I want to try again with, we could even be in a marriage. I don't want to break up my home. I don't want to break up my marriage over this. I don't want to get a divorce over this. We have kids, a house, those types of things, or we had plans to have all of those things. We have something at stake. I am not going to walk away from this. So this person, did they make a mistake? I'm going to say yes. Are they owning up to it? They chose the wrong one is what happened. And they somehow got caught up in this kind of crazy affair of some kind. And I feel like they just went off, and they had to get it out of their system maybe. And then they got burnt by that person, and they're realizing, where was I before all of that? Alcohol numbs the pain. I suppress my feelings because it's easier than embracing them. What are they using alcohol as an excuse? I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. It's not a good enough excuse. Okay, we know that. But did they use alcohol as an excuse? Love at first sight. I need you in my life. Can we just start over? I think that that's probably where we're headed. I talk to my close friends about you and our connection. I want you all to myself. Maybe I'm a little jealous. The thought of you being with somebody else. I know I was with somebody else, but I don't want you to be with somebody else. I'm super sensitive. I never forget anything or anyone that hurt me. I'm dealing with my own karma and don't want to bring you into this. So they definitely got some kind of pushback from all of this. It could have just started this kind of crazy chain of events. They got a DUI. They were drinking too much that night. They then don't have a ride to get to work. The person that they chose over you is, pushing them to the side. I wouldn't date me, so I don't know why you would either. I'm coming back. Don't give up on us. I'm going to say we have a lot to talk about, no doubt in my mind. But I also feel like you've got somebody who is filled with regrets, struggling with they chose the wrong one. They are going to have a very truthful moment with you. And then you have to decide, is it worth it? But I do feel like there's more involved. We have a lot at stake. So maybe the decision isn't just based on what's in your heart. It's you're looking at kind of your life and what does this do to your life? So you will get the right answer. Spirit just said they will guide you for what it is that they want for you next. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. So I have 2 other YouTube channels here, and I'll put the links to those in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your reading. We'll see you again real soon.